Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Color with Rose. Today we're going to go through this flip through. This is the Cozy Eras book, and it's one that I've done. It's by Jade Summer. And again, this is the Cozy Eras Cute Coloring book. So this is the first book that I got from Jade Summer, and then I'm also currently working on this one, Cozy Eras 2, cute coloring book. I haven't finished it yet, so I'm just going to show you this one right here, the first book. And once I get through this second book, then I'll show you the flip through. But for now, we're just going to concentrate on the first one, but they're both super, super cute. So let's just jump right into this first book right here. So this is similar to the cover page. I used pastel colors and I used a ruler to kind of help me with like the angles, and I think it turned out pretty cute. So it's definitely different from the cover, but I like it. I love this one. Have you guys ever seen Bridgerton? Because I did these little designs here, and the ones on the wall, and then like even the ones that are right here at the bottom, like these little cross, I don't even know what those are called, cross stitches, but yeah, it just reminded me of like a Bridgerton vibe. So I added all these little details to just really make it stand out, and I think it came out really, really good. I really like it a lot. Probably one of my favorite pages I've done, actually. So, and then next, this one is a like 50s diner vibe. I worked really hard on this one and added a lot of small details, like the different highlights right here that you can see. I probably could have added a little more, but I think it turned out pretty cute. I was just going for, again, that like 50s vibe, so I like it. It kind of reminds me of Grease. And guys, you got to remember, sometimes you're going to have a lot more detail and sometimes you're going to have minimal detail, but as long as you're happy with it, that's really all that matters. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. Next, I really like how this one came out. I did it with the clouds being like heavy rain looking clouds, I think is what I was trying to go for. But yeah, the clouds, my sky, and then the moon right here, I used the colorless blender and just made a bunch of circles to lighten it up. And I think it turned out really good. And then I used a bright green for the grass instead of the dark green like these trees here. I thought it really made the picture like kind of pop, and it was different from anything I had ever seen. Most people use like natural green colors for the grass, but I was really, really digging the bright neon green. So yeah, I really, really like it a lot. Excuse the background noise, guys. I am here with my family trying to film this, so I hope you understand. But yeah, I really like the way this one turned out a lot. This one, not my favorite, but I did try to, incorporate some things. Like I used a ruler to add those yellow lines in the background of the girl right here. I just used a pencil and a ruler, and then I used a silver glitter pen for the edging of the some of the details here, as you can see. But yeah. Okay, so this one is actually kind of a funny story. I messed up a little bit. If you forget to put your cardstock paper right here, and I was coloring the yellow, so it just kind of bled through really, really bad. So yeah, you can see kind of where the yellow just like got onto this page here, and I have a little bit of yellow spotting, but I tried to cover it up here as best as I could, especially with that maroon color. It ended up working out, and you can't really tell far away, but the details here, you can kind of see it a little bit, but it's not too bad. And truthfully, I could have made the sky a little bit darker to cover this part up right here, but it's okay. It still turned out pretty good, I think. Wild Wild West themed. My son's kind of got a cool effect too with an acrylic marker. I think I like that a lot. Almost looks like it's glowing. And then my sand, I think my sand turned out pretty cool here. And then the gold effects that I added, again, kind of just using the colorless blender to make it look like it's real gold, and went over the sand with some shading. So but yeah, I like the way it turned out a lot. This one I thought was really cool. It's kind of like a moon landing page, so I tried to make it super patriotic. I don't even know if they had colored television back then. I'm pretty sure it was black and white, but I just wanted to make it matching with their little outfits and the little flags, and I just did the grayscale in the background, but yeah, the little color TV, and just kind of tying it all in with their little outfits, and excuse me, I'm so sorry, making it as patriotic as I could. I liked it a lot. It's super cute. So this one, I used a white acrylic pen right here on the lights and flared it out with a Q-tip. I just like did the edges and then just kind of blended it out to make that glowing effect for both the Eiffel Tower and the light. And again, you just kind of blend it out with your Q-tip and just swipe it. You could probably use your fingertip as well, honestly. You just want to make sure the ink is still wet when you blend it out. That way it'll flare out the way you want it to, really and truthfully. But yeah, it turned out pretty cute, I think. Next one, this is my like 70s hippie paint. I added a lot of detail to this one, a lot. You can see the stars and her little veil. I tried really hard to add a lot of details to this one. It's a lot going on, but I tried this little I guess pattern here, but it didn't turn out the way I wanted. I'm not very good at it. I need a little more practice on it. But yeah, I mean, I tried my best, and it does have a lot, but I think it kind of ties all in together. And my little fringe here, I really like that a lot. So it turned out pretty cool. And again, the hippie vibe is definitely rocking it out here in this paint. So I hope you like this one, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. Again, I want to apologize for a lot of the background noise. My family is home, and it's kind of hard to make everybody be quiet at one time. But I still hope you enjoy the video and the flip through of all these pages. But yeah. Okay, this one I did for my daughter. She requested like the gold, orange, and green, because orange and green are mine and her favorite colors. So I don't personally like the way this one turned out for myself, but I did my best, and you know, at least it's a finished page. I also tried to add these little details around the border. I'm not an artist, you know, I can color, but it's a little different with like actually drawing. So yeah, I tried, guys. I don't like it. Okay, so this one's one of my favorite photos that I've colored. Jade Summer books are just awesome, so I loved that she incorporated all these, you know, again, eras. But yeah, I really like this one. I actually used inspiration from the movie Chicago, if you've ever seen that one. And if you guys haven't checked out my TikTok, definitely do that. I have like where I got my inspo from, like the cover of Chicago and then this page. And it is really significant. So definitely check out my TikTok, guys. It's linked in the bio, and you can see again where I got my inspiration from the movie Chicago and the cover page. And I love that movie, and I love the way this turned out. I think the colors were awesome. So this one, guys, I was going for like an old vintage effect. I had seen it again on TikTok, but it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted. I tried really hard and went through a lot of my browns and yellows, and I used my colorless blender a lot, but it didn't turn out as cool as the ones I had seen on TikTok. But again, you can't mimic everybody. You just gotta kind of do your best, and I think you can overall still see the effect I was trying to go for. But yeah, I think I just need a lot more practice on it. So I'll try to work on another page, maybe in the other book, the Cozy Eras 2 book. But here you can see, like, I was adding a lot of brown. I think it's just a lot, and even the shadows. I tried, but I think I need more practice, and I'm just going to keep trying this effect and maybe see how other people do it as well, so I can try to get that one nailed down, because it's definitely a really cool effect. I like it, and I just want to get it right. So this one's actually the first page I ever colored with alcohol markers. The very first time I used my Ohuhu markers was for this page. I thought it was super cute, and I had a little bit of like lighter pastel colors, and I actually think I did really good on the hair. You can see where I made it like look curly and poofy and cool, and I do like the color scheme I used. I think it all matches really well, but it's definitely a little more basic here, and you could see some spots where I had bled through the page again, but it still turned out good. This one's awesome. I love this one. I love it. I love my little details. I love the ocean, the sky. I worked really hard on this one again. A lot more details. This one is my circus themed. Not my favorite. Just kind of colored it to color. I wanted to complete the page, but I think I could have done a lot of things different, now that I'm looking at it. So, it is what it is, but, sometimes they're going to be good, and sometimes they're going to be not so good. Another one that I just absolutely despise, I needed to color the page. I tried to make them all matching, and then I went wrong with all the hot pink and yellows, and it just goes to prove, you guys, to pick your colors beforehand. Again, these are some of my beginning books, so just gotta find what goes well with what colors. This one I do like. It was one of my earlier coloring pages as well, but I really like the way I did my sky and the blending, and I used the colorless blender here for the center of the cherry blossom tree, and I added some cool acrylic markers for the windows and her hair. I think her hair turned out really, really cool. This one's another Wild West page. I like it. It's just, again, I didn't really add any kind of details to it, but the colors match well, and it's definitely got that vibe I was going for. So I thought this one was funny. If you have T-Mobile, I was going for the T-Mobile look, the hot fuchsia pink. This one again reminded me of Bridgerton, but I was going for like an ice cold blue and like a fiery red. So I really liked how that came out. I used a ruler in the middle and a pencil, and then did one side and then the other side and added my details. But I love how it turned out, truly. And again, if you haven't watched Bridgerton, definitely go check it out. This one came out pretty cool too. I did my wood flooring with the same color and I just layered it on top once it was all dry. And I added a bunch of little details, like the bowling ball. You can see looks different, like a real bowling ball, I feel like, and the little details on the walls, something you'd find in a real bowling alley. So yeah, it pulled together really cool. I do like this one minus the horse. I was going kind of for like all blue and gray, and the horse kind of turned out like a tan color. But again, it just goes to show you guys to swatch your markers. I think it was like a form of gray, but I didn't realize like it was a different type of gray. So it didn't turn out the best, but you know, it's still okay. Again, this is just like a tan gray. I don't even know. Brown gray, I think is what it was. But yeah, it's all right. Can you guys hear my stomach growling? That is so embarrassing. You know, us moms don't ever get to eat until everybody else is done, so I need to go eat something. One of my favorite pages right here. I love that there's a lot going on. I the green is my favorite little guy. Green's my favorite color. So, and then of course the blue and the pink. I was definitely going for like this awesome rock band with different colors. So even though there is a lot going on, I added all those stars in the background and the neon on the green, the pink, the blue, the fire. It just all turned out really good. I did all my alcohol coloring first and then added the acrylic paint pens on top. But yeah, I love it, guys. Let me know if you like this one or not. This one was pretty cool. I did add some details to it. Like some of the wood right here you can see where I added a lot of like finer details with my alcohol marker fine tips. And I think it made the wood really pop and look old-timey and like realistic. I really like it a lot. And then on his little vest I kind of added some plaid. But yeah, I like the way this one turned out. The colors are a little different with the purple, but it just ended up coming together really smoothly and really cute. So I'm pretty happy with the way this one turned out here, guys. I hope you like it as well. This one, I could have done more, I feel like, with the lights like shining down right here, but I didn't really add a whole lot. I didn't know what I wanted to do with this one. I like my plant, but that's about it. And then this one, I do like my little dark sky in the background. I like the way the colors all blend and go together. I did try, like right here with my rocks, to try to do the effect where it looked 3D and realistic. But this is, again, one of my beginner books, so I've gotten a lot better on that one. But yeah. This one I liked. I used a lot of neon colors to make it fun and vibrant, but I have seen a really cool one on TikTok where somebody did this exact page and they made it like Toy Story. That one was awesome. So if you are able to look up the Toy Story page, definitely check that one out. But I still like the way this one turned out too. It's definitely like vibrant and just really matchy. I think it's pretty cool, like a real arcade would be, like all the glowing lights and everything. Probably could have added a little more detail, but you know, it's okay. Still looks pretty good, I think. But yeah. The next one here, this is one of my all-time favorites right here. I love this one. I worked really hard on it. It took me, I think, a full day to color this one. I added this flame shadow here with the fire and just made it look like they were glowing in the fire. And I added a lot of details in the background too, with the sun and the stars. And you know, I probably could have made the cave a little darker now that I'm looking at it here, or shadowed it, but I do really like the way this one overall came out. I think it ended up being one of the best ones I've ever done. Really cool effect with the glowing fire. This one's just another kind of basic one. I didn't do anything special here. You can see where I just made it to make it. This one's another cool feature. I was trying to do the colors that he was painting colorful, and then the girl he was painting, and I did the rest grayscale, and I think it turned out super cute. So another one of my favorites of all time. I used a ruler to draw the lines here, and then a pencil, and then I picked my colors that I wanted to do for each section of the disco ball, and I went over the colors with like a lot of the same color here. You just go over them, with the color once it's dried, and it makes it darker. And the purple and the orange that I was pointing to here, you can see where I added like a glitter effect. And I used a lot of acrylic markers here instead of alcohol markers, but I think it turned out really cute. And just again, like when I think of a disco, this is exactly what I picture, so it came out perfect. I love it. This one, I do want to go back and maybe add some details to it, but I like the colors that go well, but it's kind of basic. Same thing with this one. I like his little shirt and the sky, but I didn't really do a whole lot on this one either, so he's cute though. So this one I was kind of going for like an Aladdin vibe, with the smoky sky and like the colors. But yeah, it turned out okay, I think, with the little details and stuff. So yeah, if you're a fan of Aladdin, I hope you like this one. This one, I don't really know what I was doing. I was trying to make it like a K-pop photo, and I think I started off good with the hot pink and the black, and then I guess their outfits is where I kind of went wrong. It just doesn't match. These ones were matching each other, and those are matching each other, but none of it really matches the K-pop vibe. So I don't know what I was doing there, guys. Yeah, not my favorite again, but oh well. I love this one with my water and my sky again. Came out so good. I did heavy clouds here, as you can see. I just wanted it to look really dark and really cool, like just a beautiful night on the ocean. I love my pig. He's so cute. I love piggies. I wanted to do like a green theme here. So I did a lot of green and yellow, and I think the colors overall came out pretty good. I think the stairs probably could have been a different color, but that's okay. It's pretty neutral. And then I added my own flair, my own little details with some of these. But yeah, I just was going for that, like I said, mostly green theme because that's my favorite color. So another one where I split the page vertically. I did blue on one side and gray on the other. I didn't do like the fire and ice this time. It was like grayscale and blue. This one's pretty cool, little space exploration page. I definitely love coloring challenging pages, and this one, like the sky was already done, so I just colored it on the other ones. Okay, so this one was difficult, but I tried my hardest. I was going for like different summer, so summer, and then spring, fall, and winter is what I was kind of going for, like different seasons, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So even though it doesn't have anything to do with weather, I was trying to incorporate these colors just to make them match the season, and it was hard to do, but I think I pulled it off pretty good. Again, I just used a ruler and a pencil to kind of break up the photo and figure out what I wanted where and what colors to use for each of them. So I think it turned out pretty cool. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's my last page of the book. just gonna briefly flip through it really quick so you can see them all again. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, which one's your favorite. I would love some feedback, and let me know what you might like to see next. Again, this is the Cozy Eras book, and I really hope you enjoyed. I enjoy making these videos for you. I'm gonna work on some more tutorials, and I will be doing a whispered flip through of this same exact book on my second channel, which is my ASMR channel. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go check it out. It will be a whispered ramble on that one, so very up close whispering. But yeah, this is my completed Jade Summer book, and I just want to say thank you all for being here and for you know, going on this journey with me while I continue my adult coloring. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to message me. My email's linked below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.